My name is Adam. I'm 42 years old, and I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. I started coding when I was in 5th grade, so I have a very strong technology background. We used to sell little calculator games to kids and maybe some math cheat programs. The product I invented gives my consumer the luxury experience at an affordable price. My personal investment has been over $100,000. With friends and family combined, it's been over $800,000.
Sheesh.
I work a ton, and my wife is taking care of the children in the house. There's definitely some added pressure. Everyone believes in you, and really they're betting on you. So no matter what you do, you got to make it work. One person I've been following for a long time is actually Jamie and his story. What Jamie did with Ring and the huge success that he sold to Amazon, we're looking to do the same thing. So I'm super excited to hopefully make the best impression I can and get it in the hands of the average person.
Let's give it up for Adam, everybody. Oh, man. Oh, what's up, Adam? You good?
You're doing good?
Don't be nervous, baby, because you've been doing this already. You're an entrepreneur, baby.
That's true.
Right? You're an entrepreneur. Say, look, I am an entrepreneur.
I am an entrepreneur.
Yes, baby.
Adam, like, man, let's get to this quick.
So anyway, you got 90 seconds, man, to pitch to our audience. Remember, you need 10 green lights to get in front of our panel. And they're the ones that choose the products going into the Buy It Now store on Amazon after the show. And which entrepreneur heads home with $20,000? You do your thing, baby, okay? Woo!
Ready.
Your 90 seconds start right now.
My name is Adam, and I'm a technology dork, and I've automated everything I can in my house. Lights, cameras, thermostats, even my security system. But the one thing that was missing was the blinds. All the options out there were just too costly and too complicated. So that's why I invented the Sunsa wand, a retrofit solution to automate your existing blinds so you could open and close them from anywhere, anytime.
My big man,
The Sunsa
like,
wand has taken over 3 years to develop, and I've invested hundreds of thousands of dollars of my family and friends' money into making this a success. Here's how it works. You replace your manual stick, won't need this anymore, with our battery-powered, Wi-Fi-enabled upgrade. So you just pop it in, pair it with your smartphone, and it's that easy. You're all set. So now you can create schedules to open and close your blinds at specific times.
That's fire.
And you can create groups. So some blinds can be
That's
open,
fire.
some can be closed, helping you save on those crazy heating and cooling costs. And the best thing is it's smart home compatible. Alexa, open the blinds.
Okay.
See how easy that is?
That's fire.
So
man.
take the next step, automate your home, and buy it now, the Sunsa wand.
Hey, I don't care what it is. That should be 100 green lights. For those of you who don't know, I am Dave, a 10-year intellectual property attorney dealing with everything from trademarks, copyrights, trade secrets, as well as patents. And hey, we do these reaction videos. Typically, I'll do the Shark Tanks as well, but Shark Tank is a little bit on a hiatus. So I've been doing a Buy It Now Prime's new version that's similar to Shark Tank. Obviously, it's a little different in terms of having more of a game feel with the live audience, as well as kind of the panel members. You have to get 10 out of the 100 audience members to essentially give you the thumbs up. And you go to the panel in which you need 2 out of the 3 panel members to say yes to go into the Buy It Now store, which apparently is Amazon's exclusive store that you can kind of pushes your product out to millions of people. So that's kind of a little bit about the format of it. Now, the 3 things plus the bonus I look for when doing these reaction videos is how simple is it? And as you just showed, it's extremely simple. Look, I'm looking at blinds I have in this room, and the fact that you're not messing with the blind per se, but the wand, which I even love the name Sunsa and Sunsa wand, to be able to kind of take off the wand that comes with it, put on yours. Next thing you know, you can open and close your blinds from sitting down. I think that is fire. I think it's simple to use, effective. I do think it's effective. Now, typically, I'll kind of reserve that based on the sales as well as the reviews, but just kind of looking at that demonstration, it is effective. And then the market, like I said, everybody homes has a market. This is literally, when I do these kind of the 3 things that I look for plus the bonus, if you have all of them checked, then you have a rocket ship. Even if you only have a couple of them checked, you still can make millions of dollars or a ton of money. But in his case, Adam, is simple, it's effective, It's definitely a market for it. Every home has a wand, whether you residential, whether you industrial, office space, whatever the case may be. You most likely have blinds, I should say. So the market is there. It's no competitors in the market. I've worked with a lot of smart appliances, whether it's your sink, whether it's your oven, whether it's your microwave, whatever the case may be. I've worked with a lot of smart appliances in terms of, as a practitioner, writing patents for it. I've never seen a blind. So I do think it's an unsaturated market, or a market that's kind of wide open, essentially. Then as it relates to the IP, are you protecting the intellectual property? I did look up Sunsa. It looks like Adam has a trademark on it. And I can bet your bottom dollar that he has multiple patents on this thing, even though it didn't come up so far. Now, I would imagine that it will come up at some point. Again, $100,000 of your personal money, $800,000 total. Initially, I'm like, oh man, that seems like a lot. However, especially when you're talking about investing in a wine. However, hey, I definitely think that this can be the next $1 billion product. So those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Please hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm, as well as hit that subscribe button to be a part of the IP community. Let's get back off into it. I have a hunch that not only is he going to make it to the panel, but he will also make it onto the Buy It Now store. Let's go.
Man, look at you. A time to spare. Hey, okay, that's a great pitch, man. How you feel about that 78?
I feel it feels amazing.
It should be 100 in my
Let's see
opinion.
what's going on. Okay. Right here.
Can you still use it manually, though?
That's a great question. So I actually created this feature for my mother-in-law who would spend the night at our house, and she, is not so tech proficient. So we created a double tap feature. We actually can double tap the wand, and it'll open and close it for you. But in reality, once you have it all set up, we find very people actually touch their blinds manually ever again.
Wow, you might be the only guy who's ever done anything nice for his mother-in-law.
All right,
We love her. She's great.
I know you're saying that. I know you gotta say that. Okay, we got 78, man. That's
awesome.
Come on.
Yeah,
hey, that's
awesome.
That's great.
The price?
But here's the thing. They start looking at their bank account.
$100.
And sometimes, depending on price, that 78 could change real fast.
$50 to $100.
It can go up or it can go down. Adam.
Yes.
What is the price?
So to automate your existing blinds with the most elegant, easy to use solution out there, $126.
That's sweet.
Okay,
I think that's well worth it.
77, 76.
That's a lot if you have like 10 blinds.
I know.
It's really expensive.
Yeah.
68, 67.
Free fall, is he free falling? Oh, he's straight.
Okay, we're gonna lock it in right now.
And I will say, as he locks it in, and as Jamie talked about, the inventor of Ring, again, when you invented Ring and you use that, you just got to buy that one time for your house. However, with this product, as I talked about, everybody has blinds, everybody has windows, but everybody has multiple blinds and windows. So if I had to buy 10 of these at $126, I don't know, it can start getting a little pricey, let's just say. Now, maybe you kind of do it in the living room, in the dining room, in the areas where you have most guests and you are spending a lot of your time at, but man, I like $100. I do think it's still a bargain. However, you're spending $1,000, $1,400 easy when you're talking about these things. So I'm not sure if that's a pack or that's per wine, but that's a little interesting. I like the price. I think the price is reasonable, but it can get a little expensive. And maybe over time it comes down to the point where now with 100 you get a 10 pack, or maybe you're selling them individually for $15-20, which I think if it was that, I want to say he have $1 billion company, but because it is manufacturing costs and other costs associated with it. But I think $100 per wine, and you get off into a number of windows, it can start getting expensive, but I do think it's still worth it, at least in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think as we get off and see what the panel thinks about it. Let's go.
We're locked in at 61. You still did great, man.
All right.
Over 50%, you're doing great, man. So the goal is to get in the Buy It Now store and on Amazon, right? That's the goal that you want to get to. And if you get in, you go in tonight. And also you want to compete for the $20,000.
Absolutely.
Okay,
I love it.
that's good. So now we're going to go over here. How about the legend himself, Tony Hawk?
Yep.
I'm fascinated. I think it's a great solution. Is this connector universal?
Yeah, the whole thing is modular. So there's different connectors, there's different adapters. So we really thought it through. So we could really try to hit like 98, 99% of all blinds out there. And again, could always upgrade things in the future. So if something new comes out, we could adapt.
Man, that's
Take me through the business. So, like, how much money have you raised?
800,000.
of investors.
Of investment,
Okay.
correct.
So how much personally have you put in?
Over 100,000 personally.
And you're selling the product now?
We are selling the product now, direct.
And what are sales now?
BTC.
So right now we're pacing at $500,000.
That's good stuff.
Awesome.
I'm curious, did you build the app as well as the hardware?
So because we, it was a lot of money in R&D and we had to save costs, I did personally build the app. I personally did the integration with Alexa. Yeah, I mean, you just got to figure out a way to get it done. So if that's me putting in the sweat equity.
Usually when we say build the app, we don't mean did you build the app, but you literally built the
No,
app.
I literally built the app and the integration.
Do you sell these in case packs at all? Because most people don't just have one window.
Yeah, you can get bundles.
And do you get a volume discount?
You do get a discount. It's like a couple percentage points for like every couple that you bundle.
Got it. Thanks.
You got grilled.
Right.
You know what I mean, though? You know what I mean? So we want to find out who got your back. You need two. You need two of them to have your back.
I wonder how long he's been doing this
baby,
business.
to that Buy It Now store. We're going to start with Tony Hawk.
I'm impressed with this, just in terms of something that people can afford in their existing blinds, and I'm sure it suddenly changes everything. We have friends who their blinds go up automatically, and that's how they feel successful. And you're
I was
providing
just
that
thinking about that.
to people who already have these. So I'm a big fan. I think your product belongs in the Buy It Now store.
Woo! Come on, man. That's one. That's one. Okay. We're going to go with a gin.
I'm really torn on this one. I do think it's a very innovative product. I think it solves a customer pain point. I think if you're going to outfit an entire house, while it's cheaper than the alternative, it is still quite expensive if you're going to do every window. And so I think for now, it does not belong in the Buy It Now store.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, okay. You got one yes and you got one no. Now you got one more. One more panelist who's got to get you over the top and get you in that damn store. It all comes down to Jamie right now.
You know, people might be surprised, but when I see stuff like this, my first reaction is like, not another smart home product. We have so much stuff. Like, do we need something else? But then there's two things that I actually love. One is it brings accessibility. It brings something that I would say is a very high-end experience, which is awesome. And then from the environmental side, there really is a big thing of when you leave, closing it for the heat, opening it back up, and managing that. So
That's true.
I think this does serve a real purpose. And I don't think it's just another crappy smart home thing. I think there's something to this. Let's put you in the Buy It Now.
let's go, baby.
Oh, man. Sunsa is going into the Buy It Now store on Amazon. Maybe you'll win that $20,000. I don't know.
I hope so. Thank you.
All right? You be good, all right? Let's get another entrepreneur out here. Now, I don't want to be rude.
Hey, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Now, I think her, the ladies, her opinion and her kind of 2 cents was well founded to the extent that it being expensive when you're trying to outfit an entire house. But again, I think what Jamie said was spot on as well, as far as, hey, you are giving accessibility to, or it's providing an environmental situation in terms of being able to cool and heat up the house, even when you're not there on demand. And that's going to help your utility aspect, your utility bills, things of that sort, which I do believe in. Again, even as Tony Hawk talked about, I think he was mentioning, what did Tony Hawk say about just now as the Joneses, and you coming over to my house and I had one of these things, hey, I'm definitely let you know that my blind is different from yours. So now you kind of feel proud to be, okay, I got some luxury. I got something that's, a smart appliance, whatever the case may be. Because a lot of times these smart appliances, whether it's a refrigerator, whether it's a stove, or whether it's, I have a buddy who has the thermostat, a smart thermostat, they can be expensive. But being able to have something that I think is more affordable in his wine, I think will go a long way, not only to people who are in the elite class, but also just kind of the everyday working person, not only with helping them with the bills and stuff like that, but also helping them out, or just helping them, I don't want to say feel kind of more than, or kind of like they have some luxury stuff in their house. So those are kind of my 2 cents. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Let's take a look at the website here really quickly. Let's take a look at the website. I thought for a minute there he was probably not going to get in, but seems like everything came back. So you have the Sunsa product. He does have a trademark, like I talked about. I will put the R in a circle at the end just to let people know that he does have a trademark. And again, the world's simplest smart blinds, $100, as you see there. Let me see what it is for a 2-pack. Ain't much of a discount. So if I get 8 of them, typically I'll pay $800. You know, I guess I get it for what, $64 off. Okay. But I just love the product. I think it's pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Typically, and I know he has a patent on it, even though it didn't come up in an interview, or I would highly think that he has a patent, but typically you will see that patent number at the bottom, and I would recommend Adam to put that on the bottom just to let people know that the product is protected by way of a patent. And to be honest with you, I would almost protect the wine as well from like a design patent perspective. It seems like that's maybe the wine has a different features there. So I will even protect that by way of a design patent. But those are some of my thoughts. Like I said, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Please hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Please hit that subscribe button to be a part of this IP community. I'm going to have to reach out to your boy Adam and try to get him on a podcast and kind of talk through his journey. It seems like it was a crazy journey from working a ton of crazy hours, raising money from friends and family to the tune of $800,000. So he has a lot of sweat equity, building the whole app from scratch, even learning how to code in 5th grade. So to be 42 years old and kind of back in the 80s learning how to code in the 5th grade, man, you can tell that he's a real deal. So shouts out to Adam for that. Shouts out for getting on a Buy It Now store. Hopefully, audience, you guys enjoyed this one, and we'll be back to see if we can go 3 for 3. Let's go.